Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Reverend Anthony Schiffer, Canine Handler Trainer. Today, I would like to talk to you about how do you find your purpose? Every man, every woman desires to have what? A purpose-driven life. If you exist, you have a purpose. And believe it or not, in order for you to gain access to your purpose, you've got to be willing to answer the call that God has placed upon your life. But the only way you can answer the call that God has placed upon your life, you got to be willing to listen. God says, ask and it shall be given, seek and it shall be found, knock and the door shall be open. In Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding, but in all your ways acknowledge him, acknowledge God, and he shall direct thy paths. God has a will and a purpose for your life. But the question is, are you willing to stop, look, and listen? Are you willing to seek out what God has for you? Are you willing to ask God and begin to wrestle with God as Jacob wrestled with the angel? Are you willing to go knock on the doors that are beset before you to see which one God is going to open up before you? Or are you going to sit on your hands and continue sitting back, giving the answer when someone asks you, what do you want to become? And you say, well, I don't know. It's hard for you to find that in which the God has for you when you're not willing to move upon the faith that God has instilled in you. In the word of God, it says, now faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So therefore, I'm hoping and praying that you are hearing the word of God that's being spoken and being preached to you right here and right now. This is a call out for all men and women to become awakened to your faith. Because when you become awakened unto your faith, then your eyes will become open. Then your ears will become open. Then your heart will begin to beat for something greater than you. And that in which that is greater than you is the calling that God has anointed and appointed upon you. So seek unto God to find your gifts, your talents, and your skills. And the more you begin to invest in God by way of prayer, by way of reading and searching the scriptures, that is how you're going to find your purpose. God bless.